So now for something completely different, I'm going to briefly talk about the exit survey. So the exit survey is a survey that consists of a set of multiple choice questions, or I should say a set of mostly multiple choice questions, that every single senior that graduates from our program should be able to answer. So it measures a set of performance indicators, and I'll talk about what they are. It's also administered through the Qualtrics platform, and the graduating seniors are emailed the link, and they're all asked or begged in order to complete it. So those are the indicators that are evaluated in the exit survey. As you can see, there are quite a lot of them. There is the software engineering process. There is the ethics, intellectual property, security, computer impact, milestones of computing, critical thinking, demonstration knowledge of languages, and documentation. So a lot of things are getting measured in here. So basically, we pretty much have a question for each one of those, and I have included some sample questions. That's actually what it looks like on Qualtrics, and I hope this is visible. But for example, question number 1 is testing their understanding of the intellectual property, and it says, you have developed the software to be released with source code. Which of the following licenses should accompany the software to legally require any modification of your software to be released as open source? So, and the choices are public domain, GNU, general public license, or GPL, MIT license, or the Oracle license. That's an example of intellectual property. Here is an example of a software process. Have you used any agile process such as Scrum, XP, test-driven development, or TDO, or a unified process while developing software in CS courses? Okay, this is so, and we have some others. I'm going to read the security one because, well, I feel compelled. When is the best time to integrate security to a software product? At the requirement analysis design, at the security, when a security problem is identified by the customer during the initial usage, at the implementation phase, or during the maintenance phase. So, yeah, that's a security question. Clearly very influenced by our software engineering legacy. So basically, those are the sets of questions which we're expecting students to answer, and they evaluate a bunch of indicators. I'm not going to ask whether you're able to answer those questions. Yeah. So basically, all the questions are here. So now, one last thing you may be asking is, okay, what is required of me in regards to this? Well, thankfully, unlike everything else we have talked about today, not that much. Just please, really encourage your students to complete the survey. It really helps us to get the data, like Julian has very much emphasized and begged you to do. So please, beg your students to complete this the same way which we're begging you to collect your data. Thank you.